On March 10th, 2021, ESPN and the National Hockey League announced that they have agreed to a 7-year deal returning hockey back to ESPN. This will start at the beginning of the 2021-22 season and run all the way through 2027-2028. My name is Travis Ballinghoff, and I am here to tell you that this new deal will help grow the NHL and the game of hockey substantially. Here's why. This will be the first time an NHL game has been on ESPN since 2004. The first NHL game on ESPN appeared all the way back in 1979. ESPN continued to broadcast NHL games for the next 9 years. After a short 3-year absence, the network became home of the NHL again from 1992 to 2004. Since then, all NHL games have aired on NBC or its local cable properties. There will be 25 regular season games on ESPN or ABC, early round playoff series, and 1 conference final each year, as well as 4 Stanley Cup final series throughout the deal. For those that don't know, ESPN and ABC are both owned by Disney. Broadcasting rights to opening night games, the All-Star Game, skills competition, and other special events are also included in the deal. There are other playoff series and regular series open for other media companies to purchase. The NHL wants to have multiple media rights deals like the NFL, the MLB, and the NBA. The other 3 major sports all have multiple partners, so they figured out how to divvy the rights among them, NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman said after announcing the new deal. The NHL saw the billions of dollars other sports leagues' rights deals were bringing in, along with the growth of the game, and decided to do the same. There will also be over 1,000 games per season streaming on ESPN+. Hulu is also getting involved in the action and will be home to 75 ESPN partnered exclusive telecasts per season. Acquiring more broadcasting rights has been the blueprint since President Jimmy Pitaro took over at ESPN 3 years ago. We're focused on creating shareholder value, Pitaro said to reporters during the conference call. Diversifying the Disney stock by adding another sport is all the motivation that ESPN needed to do this deal. All of this is huge for the National Hockey League. As it stands right now, in popularity, the NHL is behind the NFL, NBA, and MLB. There is nowhere to go but up. When the NHL and ESPN parted ways in 2004, ESPN primarily focused on basketball, football, and baseball, neglecting to show NHL highlights, analyze games, or cover big trades and signings. You won't hear hockey mentioned on any of these talk shows on ESPN, and if you're lucky, you may see 1 hockey highlight. For this to work, ESPN needs to do their part. They need more hockey highlights on SportsCenter. They need to talk about NHL topics on their talk shows. They need to post hockey and NHL on their Twitter, Instagram, and other social media outlets. As mentioned before, ESPN hasn't showed much hockey for years. Now having all the broadcasting rights to all NHL media, that will change. In the world we live in today, so many people get their sports news highlights and recaps from social media. If ESPN could post a highlight of Connor McDavid going coast to coast, or Austin Matthews ripping rockets past goalies, random sports fans who are just now getting exposed to hockey will see this and become more interested. McDavid, Matthews, and others will become household names, not just for hockey fans, but for sports fans in general. ESPN also needs to get the head play-by-play announcer right. After the voice of hockey Mike Doc Emrick recently retired, hockey is looking for its new voice, and ESPN can't afford to get it wrong. Gary Thorne, the previous hockey announcer on ESPN, was a fan favorite and would be a great choice. They also need to make sure they head on their other analysts and broadcasters as well. It's not going to work unless they have entertaining personalities that know the game of hockey. A big criticism throughout hockey fans is how poorly the league promotes its own players. Sure, you have PK Subban, Alex Ovechkin, Austin Matthews, and David Pastrnak doing their own things on their own end, but after that, the list is really slim. Large media coverage will allow for more fun personalities in the league and make the league more fun to watch. A few fun ideas include more mic'd up content.
I suck. I suck. I suck. I suck. I might retire.
Behind the scenes fun, and let the players show their personalities. The NFL, NBA, and MLB let their players wear what they want to games, while the NHL makes their players still wear suit and ties. It's time to ditch the dress code. No disrespect to NBC, the previous rights holders, ESPN is called the worldwide leader in sports for a reason. This is great news for the hockey world, and there's nowhere to go but up. I'm Travis Ballinghoff, and thanks for watching. Oh yeah, and go Flyers.